Kuna gazeti la The Daily Nation katika mkono wangu hapa na taarifa ambazo zinapewa kipaumbele hapa. Mhariri anasema kwamba SHA scandal, prop regulator has already suspended licenses of hospitals implicated in defrauding Social Health Authority. Fraud. The effectiveness of the Kenya's most expensive healthcare system put in place to remedy the theft of taxpayers' money that plagued the defunct NHIF has been put to question after some 31 hospitals across 13 counties were found running elaborate deception schemes involving double billing, fake outpatient claims, forced and ghost admissions, as well as pre-authorization code abuses. The revelation of the scam could just be a tip of the iceberg. Ukurasa wa 4, wa 5, wa 6 wanaangazia counties where the hospitals have been suspended. That one hospitals include Kakamega, Homa Bay, Vihiga, Kisumu, Wajir, Busia, Bungoma, Nairobi, Kiambu, Mandera, Kilifi, Nakuru and Kajiado. So those are the counties that have been affected this morning as we speak. Now, mhariri anaipa kipaumbele taarifa pia vile vile kwamba short hawker succumbs to police bullet. Sasa hapo jana familia iliweza kupata taarifa ya uchungu sana kwamba ndugu ambaye aliweza kupigwa risasi, Boniface Kariuki, ameaga dunia pale KNH. Na msikilizaji, ukurasa wa 3 kuna taarifa hapa ambayo ina it's actually setting a new precedent in Kenya where Islamic law on inheritance overturned. Mahakama ilisema haiwezekani. Remember, the Islamic law on inheritance ilikuwa inasema kwamba mtoto akizaliwa nje ya ndoa hana uwezo na mamlaka yoyote ya kurithi chochote cha baba yake. That was their law. Yes, wewe mtambulishe tu, useme ni mwanangu, mtambulishe tu, lakini kama amezaliwa out of wedlock hakuna lolote anapokea.
Lakini si huyu mtoto atakuwa akijua huyu ndo babake. What if mtoto alikuja,
lakini hakuna
what if mama alikuja na mtoto akiwa mdogo, so huyu mtoto hataelewa kama alizaliwa out of wedlock, yeye atajua kwamba huyu ndo mzazi wangu and he or she will be expecting something from the dad.
Wewe mjue tu, lakini hakuna inheritance. That has been their law.
Well, that is very unfair.
Today as we speak, it's a very big win for mothers ambao ama niseme kwa watoto ambao walijipata kwamba wako, kwa sababu hawakuamua wenyewe, kuna waamuzi. Sasa saa hii wamesema hapana, haiwezekani. Mahakama imesema haiwezekani. Watakuwa wanaruhusiwa wana inherit bila apology. Children born out of wedlock under Islamic law are entitled to inherit their father's estate, the Supreme Court has now said. Mesema hiyo maneno ya Islamic sharia hii hapana. Hiyo inaumiza watoto wengine. Kwa sababu somebody sires outside children, alafu wanaachwa tu hivyo, watoto wa baba na mama wanaachwa tu hivyo. Hawapewi lolote kwa sababu wewe ulizaliwa nje ya ndoa. DCI, we are pursuing those who orchestrated protest and violence. Wameweza kuipa kipaumbele, wanasema kwamba wanatafuta majamaa and tayari kuna wale ambao wamekuwa summoned. Alafu pia vile vile tukisalia nao, court ama mahakama, court orders Kanja and Amini to produce man abducted ahead of the demos. Na wao jana walijitokeza wakasema wajui, na kama hata wewe uko na taarifa kwamba ako kwa police station mahali ama mahali fulani ama labda uko na taarifa kwamba ako mahali fulani, wasema hao pia hawajui, wachunguzi hawajui. Hawajui kila ambacho kipo. Jacqueline, upande wa pili.
Na upande wa pili niko na The Standard. As you can see the front page hapa, tunaona picture of a blogger Ndiangui, na tunaona pia the boss, DCI boss Mohamed Amin, and there are a lot of messages that Ndiangui aliweza kupost pale, we can see TikTok X account yake before he dismissed. Na back page kama kawaida, it is all about sport. So the top story hapa, taarifa ambayo imepewa kipaumbele is where is Ndiangui. That is what the editor decides that is going to be the headline of this story. That is where is Ndiangui. Join, according to Paul Mwite, that is they are asking about the whereabouts of this blogger. We all know that this blogger, before his dismissal, he is the one who shared the program of the Gen Z protest program. That was how they were going to move on 25th of June. That is last Wednesday. Ni yeye aliweza kushare all the program invitation. As you can see, it was an invitation and how the programs were going to be according to time and the duration that the programs were about to take. So it says that the backstops here, that is the DCI boss Mohammed Amin is gradually turning into the country's lead trickster with a special gift of unleashing doubts of alternative facts. In his continuing well-oiled PR stings, defending the era of abduction, that is continuing to defend the era of abduction, he denied the knowledge of the missing blogger Ndiangui Kinyagai. That is hours after the court summoned him and the Inspector General with a straight face as 21st century cheats. Amin claimed that he is also looking for Ndiangui. Ameweza kusema kwamba hata yeye anamtafuta. He is not aware that he is missing. Ajui aliko. A detail which he missed is that when they went from Ndiangui, the neighbors saw the vehicles, the model which Amin's team uses in their infamous raids. Kile ambacho aliweza kusahau kulingana na the editor is that wakati ambapo walimuendea blogger huyu, wa majirani waliweza kuona, and it is alleged that they were threatened not to say anything until the moment the Ndiangui's mother came to them and told them, I am the mother, just reveal whatever happened. According to the mother, she said that the neighbors were threatened because they were told not to tell anyone what happened. After telling them that I am the mother is when they opened up and told us. More about this story tunaweza kuiangazia zaidi katika ukurasa wa 3, wa 4 na wa 5 wa gazeti hili. It says, where is Ndiangui? Blogger went missing after viral post on protest. That is, he had been active online in the lead up to the June 25th Gen Z lead protest. That is, as we can see what he posted here, let me quote, one of his posts say that the politicians are just realizing that 25th June 2025 is the D-Day and Kenyans mean business and they have a date with Destiny and Ruto. Don't allow them to steal our hard-earned revolution. Let us not make the mistake our grandfathers and grandfathers made by giving power to dynasty and legacy politicians. That is round this ni kufagia wote and draining the swamp. The hashtag is that Ruto must go. That is according to the post that he posted. Another post is invitation and the programs that will follow, how the things are supposed to be done. And another one is that June, from the State House, from the streets to State House, enough is enough. 7 days to New Republic, TikTok to D-Day. Those are the last posts that the blogger posted and before he went missing. His family believes that a protest plan he shared on X placed on him in the crosshairs of the state. It is now 11 days since Ndiangui went missing. That is, abduction timeline says that on June 19th, Ndiangui posted a detailed protest itinerary on June 25th Gen Z anniversary programs, which include the actions such as prayer, silence of victims, march to State House, and declaration of New Republic. The post went viral, amazing more than 1 million viewers. That is, by 21st June, Ndiangui's mother called him at 10 a.m. His phone was off. He responds via WhatsApp saying he will be offline for about an hour. 1 p.m. his phone and WhatsApp both went offline. 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. 10 Subaru vehicles for a single person believed to belong to DCI officers arrived at his Kino home. The officers reportedly entered the house without searching a warrant after a standoff with a caretaker, seized 2 laptops, 2 phones, 2 passports, and a yellow fever card, leave a handwritten inventory on the DCI branded paper. They locked the house with their own padlock and leave with the key. The officers warned the neighbors not to speak about the incident. On June 22nd, the family was unable to reach Ndiangui, visits his home, and learns from neighbors about the DCI raid. On June 30th, Justice Chacha Mwita orders, that is yesterday, orders IG, Inspector General Douglas Kanja, and the DCI to produce Ndiangui in court. Court gives a deadline of today. Justice Mwita noticed that holding someone for more than 24 hours is unconstitutional right. Today, the IG and DCI are expected to appear in court if they fail to produce Ndiangui. Unaweza kuisoma zaidi katika ukurasa wa 4 ili uweze kupata taarifa zaidi ukurasa wa 5 wa gazeti hili. Tukiachana na hayo ni kwamba grief as Boniface Karaoke dies from the gunshot injuries after 12 days in ICU. This just after a few hours after kuambiwa kwamba his brain died. That is the information that we got from the doctors of the Kenyatta National Hospital, na sasa jana tumeweza kuarifiwa kwamba he is now dead. But according to the family spokesman, they said that they've never been allowed to record any statement, that they went first to the DCI homicides, but they were not allowed to record any statement until today. He died yesterday at 3 p.m. after medics at the Kenyatta National Hospital declared that his brain had died earlier before. That is, he went through 3 surgeries to remove the bullet lodged in his brains. Doctors believe that he was shot with a 12-gauge shotgun commonly used in hunting. Unaweza ukaisoma zaidi katika ukurasa wa 2 wa gazeti hili. Na songa mbele ni kwamba court detains 3 activists linked to mobilizing protest. There is 3 activists accused of inciting violence and mobilizing looters during the last Wednesday protest will remain in custody following the orders by Kibera Court. That is, the principal magistrate Mercy Kahuya directed that John Mulingwa Nzau alias Garang, Mark Imiani alias Generali, and Francis Mutunge Mwangi alias Chebukati are remanded as she prepares to rule on the application by the state seeking detain from the additional 21 days. More about it unaweza ukaisoma katika ukurasa wa 2 wa gazeti hili. Na tukiachana na hayo ni kwamba OCS Talam Mukwana lose bid to block Ojwang's murder trial. That is, the High Court rejected the plea for inquest into blogger Albert Ojwang's death in custody. That is, the High Court Judge Lawrence Mugambi has declined the request by the Central Police OCS Samson Talam to halt his murder prosecution over the death of the blogger. Instead, he requested that the director he allowed the request of the Director of Public Prosecution, that is the DPP, and the Independence Policy Oversight Authority, IPOA, to transfer the case to the High Court in Kibera, where an active murder trial against Talam and the police constable James is already ongoing. Now the High Court at Kibera will handle the case. Unaweza ukaisoma zaidi katika ukurasa wa 6 wa gazeti hili. Tukiachana na hayo ni kwamba ya masuala ya kisiasa, and Kalonzo says that is the wiper. That is, the former vice president say that he is a family on the side of the people. Kenya Kwanza, according to his words, he says that Kenya Kwanza leaders have been calling him to join the government side, but he says that he will not do so. He will stand with the people. He said that I will not jump ship and join Ruto. Unaweza ukaisoma zaidi katika ukurasa wa 7 wa gazeti hili. Isiolo governor's impeachment escalates to full Senate plenary. There is a push to form a special committee to probe Goya's conduct failed as Chiefs Whip Boni Khalwale mentioned lacked support. That is, the House will now hear Goya's impeachment in plenary, setting the stage for a public showdown. June 10th, Sericho MCA Abubakar Gadana tables impeachment motion before Isiolo County Assembly. The governor is given 7 days to respond. June 11th, MCA said to run into hiding in Nakuru and later Machakos as they wait to vote against Guyo. On June 16th, High Court Isiolo orders stopping the impeachment. On June 18th, Isiolo Assembly comes under attack from goons who attempted to disrupt proceedings on the impeachment, and 26th, the MCAs eventually impeached Governor Guyo with 16 out of 18 support of the motion. On June 27th, the Senate Speaker Amason Kingi receives communication from the Isiolo County Assembly, and finally yesterday, the Senate holds a special sitting at Parliament buildings, decides to go the preliminary way. Unaweza ukasema zaidi katika ukurasa wa 8 wa gazeti hili. And finally, the violent attacks against journalists highlights shrinking press freedom. That is, the continued targeting of media workers reveals the disturbing patterns. What once seemed like isolated incidents now appear to be deliberately state-sanctioned plan to intimidate the press. That is, in 2024, when the Guardian newspaper in UK reported that the President Ruto's tenure marks a troubling shift in Kenya once vibrant media landscape. Unaweza ukaisoma zaidi katika ukurasa wa 10 wa gazeti hili. Pata nakala yako ili uweze ukapata taarifa hizo kwa kina. Back to you, Ode.
Thank you. Katika gazeti la Kiswahili kuna mengi ambayo tulikuwa tushakupatia, kwa hivyo mpenzi msikilizaji, kutamatisha katika taarifa ni ile taarifa ambayo tulikuwa tumekupa. Kifo kichungu, wanaangazia kifo cha Boniface mchuuzi aliyepigwa risasi na polisi aaga dunia akipigania uhai wake hospitalini. Hizi na nyingine nyingi, pata nakala za kwako uweze kujifahamisha msikilizaji yaliomo katika magazeti. Mwisho wa uchambuzi wa magazeti, ungana pamoja na sisi katika awamu ya mjadala. Usitoke hapo ulipo.